Hiya! In this video, I'll be making a reversible hobo bag which I used a corduroy fabric for the outer part of the bag and a chiffon for the inner part of the bag, that's for the lining. So I have a separate video where I made the template for this reversible hobo bag. If you've not watched the video, please click the link on the top right corner to watch the video for how to make the template. The first thing I did here was to sew the pocket. So I stitched the corduroy fabric and the chiffon material together. I ensured that the outer parts were facing each other, and I left a little opening just at the down part to enable me to turn the fabric after stitching. So in this part here, you can see I just stitched the chiffon and the corduroy fabric together. I first pin down the fabrics together before stitching, just to make sure they are properly positioned while stitching. So this was what I had after stitching. I just cut the four edges to ensure it's properly aligned once I turn. Then after cutting, I used just a little opening I had left there. I used it to turn the fabric inwards, or outward rather. Then the little opening I had there, I just clipped it before stitching. So I had two pockets for the bag. Then I stitched the upper part of the pocket. For the second step, I worked my way through the lining. So I measured 3 inches from the upper part of the lining, ensuring I also mapped out the midpoints. Then I placed one of the pockets on the lining and pinned it down together before stitching. So this is me stitching the pockets to the lining just on the spot that I marked. So because I wanted the pockets to be on the same side, I just measured 1 inch from the first pocket and attached my second pocket at that point. So as you can see here, I pinned down the second pocket on the first one, just leaving 1 inch gap from the top part of the pocket. So I pinned the pocket together before stitching, and this is me stitching the pockets together. This was what I had after stitching the pockets to the lining. Then the next thing I did was to stitch both linings together. I ensured that the linings were positioned this way. As you can see, the pockets were inside and not outside. I clipped both linings together, ensuring they were properly aligned before stitching. Then I marked out a few inches at the down part of the lining which I will not stitch. So that part is going to enable me to turn the lining after stitching. Also, there was a part that I did not stitch just towards the down part of the lining. This is something to be mindful of. It will make more sense as we proceed in the video. Then the down part that I did not stitch earlier, this is me here folding it in this position and clipping it. So I clipped it first before stitching. Just fold it in this order, clip it before stitching to make sure it is properly aligned while stitching. For step 3, I stitched the corduroy fabric the same way I stitched the lining together. I just repeated the same step, clipped both fabric together, then stitched the sides. After stitching the corduroy fabric, this was what I ended up with. Then I turned it outward and add this. In this order, I placed the corduroy fabric inside the lining, so I ensured that both the outer part of the corduroy fabric and the outer part of the lining were facing each other. So the right sides were both facing each other, if that makes more sense. And I clipped both the corduroy and the lining together, starting from the handle and working my way through the remaining parts of the edges. After clipping both fabrics, I left a little opening just at the top corner of the handle, which I did not stitch, and that will enable me to turn the bag after stitching. So I did that. I left that little part on both sides of the handle. As you can see here, the parts that I marked with my finger, those were the parts that I did not stitch, and I started from the blue chalk where I marked with the blue chalk. So that was what I did for both sides of the handle. Then the next thing I did was to make notches around the stitched parts, and this is to enable the material look properly aligned after turning. So I tried as much as possible to avoid cutting too close to the stitches. With the opening I had at the down part of the lining, I turned the bag outwards, as you can see in this video. Then the next thing I did was to work on the handle. So I folded the handle this way, making sure the right sides were facing each other, and I clipped them together before stitching. So before clipping the handles together, I had to ensure they were not twisted to make sure the handle came out well. Then I folded the little opening on the handle this way. I clipped them together before stitching. Then I also clipped the upper part of the bag round before stitching. So I clipped the part of the bag on both sides before stitching. So here I have the final look of the bag after stitching. Then I turned the bag inwards to close the little opening I had at the down parts of the lining. I pinched the opening before stitching. So we've come to the end of this video, and if you found this video helpful in any way, please leave a comment. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section and I'll try as much as possible to do justice to them. So with this bag, you can either carry it with the corduroy part outside or with the lining part outside, whichever way you want it. I like it both ways and I love the color combination. You can also check out this video on how to make a beautiful baguette bag. See you in my next video, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you found this video really helpful, and also share with people that would benefit from it.